Okay, so now that we've created our intents and we've provided sample utterances so that our chatbot can understand those intents, we are now ready to train our chatbot. This step was like creating a lesson plan. We've prepared the data that we're going to use to teach the chatbot. To actually begin teaching the chatbot, we're going to go to our chatbot notebook. The first thing we'll do when we get to our notebook is put in our group ID and load our intents. We're going to load our lesson plan, load our data. So we'll press play, and that will load in our intents. The next step is to actually train the chatbot. And when we train it, we're going to use these things called epochs. These are like training sessions or classroom sessions. The more you go to class, the more you train, the smarter you get. So in this case, we're going to use 200 epochs. We're going to use 200 different training sessions, or we're going to send our chatbot to 200 training sessions in order for it to learn. So when we press play, we're going to see a bunch of words come quickly at the bottom, and this is telling us that our chatbot is going to all of its different training sessions until it gets to 200. That means that it's completed its learning and it's ready to use. So we'll see our green check mark saying your chatbot is trained and ready to chat. Step 3, we're actually ready to begin chatting with our chatbot. We can test it out. So when we test it out, we'll press this play button and we can see if it understands our intent. So one of the things it should understand is a greeting. So if I say hi, it should understand that. And we see the response that we told it to give. If I say hello, it should understand. But these two, hi and hello, we actually trained it on those. So it's not that impressive that it understands those two. Let's see if it actually understands something we didn't train it on. So we trained it on good morning. Let's see if it understands good afternoon. If it does, then we know that our chatbot is starting to get smart. So we'll say good afternoon. And it does understand good afternoon. So we know that it's smarter, or it's getting more and more intelligent. Let's try something else that we didn't train it on. How about hey? We never trained it on hey, right? Just hi, hello, and good morning. So let's test it on hey. And we see that it says, sorry, something went wrong. That means it doesn't understand hey. And when we see this, when we're testing our chatbot, that means that we need to give it more data. We need to give it more sample utterances in order for it to understand that intent. So we'll go back to our intent screen and we'll give it more data. We'll teach it hey, and maybe we'll teach it howdy, and maybe we'll teach it what's up. That's another way that people greet each other. So then we'll save those intents. And then when we come back to our notebook, we'll start from the beginning again. We'll press the play button to load in our new data, load in our new lesson plans. We'll train it, so it needs to go to 200 more classes to learn on the new data. And we'll wait for it to finish all 200 sessions. Okay, it's finished its 200 sessions. Now let's test it. Now it should be smart enough to understand, hey, it is. But let's test it again on something that we haven't given it. So we've given it what's up. How about what's happening? This is a way that people greet each other. Let's see if it's smart enough to understand what's happening. And it is. So now we see that our chatbot is getting more and more intelligent. But we're going to repeat this process. As we see that our chatbot doesn't work the way that we want it to, we're going to give it more utterances or maybe better utterances to try to make it more and more intelligent. Now let's quickly see what it would look like to have a full conversation with our chatbot. Now this is going to be a short conversation because we only gave it two intents, greeting and what is machine learning, but let's test it out. So I can say, hello, hi, I'm chatting the chatbot, how may I help you? Teach me about machine learning. And it tells me machine learning is computer software that learns from data. If we had more intents, we could continue the conversation, or in this case, we'll just stop here.